Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Larry.
Nice to meet you. So tell me, why did you apply for this position?
So I applied for this position because I'm a first year iBusiness student at Cal Poly. I also have previous work experience that I think is suitable for the job position. My previous work experience was um, I had a medical internship where I was a research assistant at New York Presbyterian Hospital in Manhattan, New York, where I made an image classifier which sorted photos of cells into five different groups, and then you fed the image classifier a new image, and based off previous images, it gave you the percentage chance of that image being in a specific one of those groups. I was also a host, busser, and dishwasher at a restaurant where I worked um, hands on with, you know, many different people. Um, and I think that those two work experiences um, really make me a suitable candidate for this position.
Alrighty, that sounds great. Now, can you tell me about a time when you persuaded someone to do something?
So this past weekend, I had a service project that I did, and my roommate was the person that I convinced to do it with. I really didn't want to go do it by myself, so I decided to convince my roommate. He really didn't want to go. He wanted to spend his Saturday casually, just sort of sleep in and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to convince him to go with me by first explaining what the service was. We planted trees in a neighborhood where there wasn't a lot of trees in the area, and people requested for the trees to be planted by the city. And we helped the city plant the trees and make the community like a brighter and better space. And I did that by asking him like several probing questions and convincing him to finally come with me.
Awesome. Can you think about a time when you used probing questions to get someone to open up and have a good conversation with you?
Yeah, so I'll also talk about my roommate. The first time I met my roommate, I didn't know him, but I asked him both broad, open ended probing questions and then discovery questions at all to learn more about him as a person and his character, and also some things that he's done in his past, like where he's from and the schools that he went to learn more about him, but then also have him talk about himself um, and just sort of see where that conversation goes.
How do you organize and prioritize your work activities for the day or week or even month?
I really like to use a calendar. It helps keep everything that I have day to day and week to week and month to month organized. I put all of my priorities in a calendar, and then if I don't have specific times that I need to be doing things at, I'll prioritize things by most important to least important to just get everything done, and really just relying on a schedule to make sure that I have all of my priorities straight from top to bottom, making sure that I'm getting everything that I need to do done.
Alrighty. So, when were you most satisfied with what you were doing? And also, when were you least satisfied with what you were doing?
Most satisfied with what I was doing, um, probably during my internship. During my internship, I worked really, really hard on my research project. I worked nine to five for 3 months with only $300 of pay, and I just really wanted to work as hard as I could to make a project that I was proud of, and that was definitely the moment that I've been satisfied with what I was doing. And then least satisfied, um, during my first quarter of college, I was definitely least satisfied with some of the things that I was doing. Like my schedule was very relaxed at school, and I wasn't prioritizing as well as I would have liked. But I learned how to manage my time more, and I made that schedule that I talked about earlier. And because of that, I now have like a better understanding of who I am and what I need to do to to um, to be a more efficient worker.
Very nice. Well, it's been very great talking with you today, Larry. Thank you
Thank you
so
very much.
much.
Thank you.